first day we visited a feeding center in Dolega. After we visited the feeding center, we were able to bring back a little girl, probably only about 8 years old, who was taking care of her younger brother and then an infant that she was carrying on her hip. She was probably the oldest of 6 children that was living in a structure that we wouldn't even use for a shed. They basically buy dog food and mix it with bananas to feed the family, and that these children take turns going to the feeding center so that they can get well nourished.
When we went to the single mother's home, I brought some shoes in my luggage to give away to all the little kids, and while we were there, one of the little boys' shoes broke, and so I was there when we gave him the shoes that I had brought, so it was just really cool to see him get those because he didn't yet have any other shoes.
Every child needs love. They don't get that. Sometimes I believe that those child they're treated as possessions, not as children. They don't have an opportunity to have someone share love with them. They're not going to know how to do that when they get older.
We went to a little village. They had 11 people staying in this house, and then this house was maybe the size of my room, and I keep on complaining to my parents, you know, I don't have enough room for my stuff, and I just want more room for myself, just to spread my things around. Their living conditions are so much worse than ours, and we just take it for granted.
It stuck out to me that I have so much more than every other kid here.
When I got here, it was really eye-opening. Like, I didn't really think it'd be this bad. I knew it'd be bad, but not this bad, because I got here and I just saw all this trash on the streets, and I was just thinking, wow, but I never realized how bad this world could really be.
This trip, there's a couple things that stood out to me. One was a little girl named Maylin. She's 2.5, and she just tore my heart out. She's here today because of that orphanage. She's a place that's clean. She has her own bed. I got to see where she sleeps. She has people who care for her, clean food, and she's going to grow up in an environment that's safe and healthy for her. And so it made me think about how she'll be in 5 years and where she'll be, and she'll be safe and taken care of.
They don't have that many people to play with them, and whenever I played with them, it was just awesome.
Playing soccer with the kids was really, really fun, and especially when it started pouring down rain, you know, I couldn't even kick the ball because it would just stop because of the water.
We were at one of the feeding centers, and the kids were passing out the meals, and one of the kids bumped into the table where 2 kids were sitting, and it accidentally knocked over a cup of juice. And to us, it's no big deal. I'm just gonna go grab another juice. But the kid started crying. And at first I thought, you know, why is this kid crying? Literally over spilled juice. And then I realized he wasn't crying over the spilled juice. He was crying because he didn't think he was gonna get any more juice. Because if he was at his house, there wouldn't be any more juice for him. And you could see the tears rolling down his face, and it just gripped me how we take even a glass of juice for granted.
By coming on these trips, by being involved in missions, those moments of being able to meet a need for someone, of being able to provide for someone, being able to give hope to someone, those moments open up, those doors open up. It's up to me to take what God has given me, funnel those resources to where there is need.
The kids here, they're happy with the littlest, simplest, like hug or like love is all they want.
I have so much more than they have. It just makes me realize that I take so much for granted.
On the 3rd day, we went to a mobile manna feeding center, which was in a squatter's village. Basically a village that the city has condemned, and people live there for free because no one's going to mess with them. It's just ground that no one cares about. I saw an infant girl standing in her crib crying. And when I say crib, it was just a wooden box, wooden frame. There was no mattress, there was no sheets, no blankets. And I just felt so helpless. And I almost got upset with myself. Why have I been given so much? And why does she have so little? I'm not better than her. How come I have everything that I have and she doesn't have anything like that? And God just reaffirmed to me that the reason why I'm in the position that I am is so that I can give. Not to keep it, but to give and to help those who are in that situation.
You have to get outside your comfort zone
because it's not all about you, and you should just see what's out there to open your eyes to a new world.